Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome back to Where to Stream. Now for today's video, we're going to be going over another film franchise. This time, we're going to go over Batman. Now there is a whole lot of spin-offs. There's a whole lot of TV shows, animated series, cameos, but for this video, I'm only going to go over 11 Batman movies, the 11 main Batman movies. Let's get into it. Now, the absolute first Batman movie that was released was in 1966, titled Batman, starring Adam West. Now, movies in general have changed pretty drastically since this movie came out, and still to this day, it is a pretty good movie for kids and adults to watch. But it's very 60s, very 60s humor, very 60s filmed. But it made Batman what it is today. Now, like I said, the movie was released in 1966, and unfortunately, the only way to stream it is through renting it. That is the only way that I could found that you could stream the original Batman movie. So for the original Batman movie, you can only rent it. I've seen it around for $3.99. You could also purchase it for $9.99. It's up to you which route you want to go. All right, now let's go into a little more of the modern movies. It's titled Batman. It was released in 1989, starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Kim Basinger, a lot of big names. Now, to me, this movie kind of inspired a lot of the current superhero movies. Whereas a lot of the superhero movies that were released in this time, all the heroes like Superman were very moral, very put together. Batman kind of has a dark twist to him, which you can see in a lot of current superhero movies. So, Batman 1989 started a revolution. Currently, you can stream this bad boy on HBO Max. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a theme, so if you have HBO Max, you're good. Now, for the next video, we're going to be talking about Batman Returns. It was released in 1992, 3 years later, starring the same cast, different bad guy, same Batman. And you can also stream this on HBO Max. Wait a minute, Val Kilmer was Batman? I don't remember that. All right, in 1995, 3 years later, we got a new Batman movie called Batman Forever, starring Val Kilmer as Batman and Jim Carrey as the Riddler. You also got just a crazy ton of big names. You got Tommy Lee Jones, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell. A lot of big name actors in this movie. I do remember watching this as a kid, but I do not remember Val Kilmer being Batman. But hey, now this movie itself, you can also stream on HBO Max. So to recap, all the movies except for the original one you could stream on HBO Max. Now, 2 years later, Batman again was recast, now being played by George Clooney. You still got Chris O'Donnell, but a lot of the other stuff was recasted. And again, there's just loaded with big names in these movies. You got Uma Thurman, you got Alicia Silverstone, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger. A lot of big names for this movie. It was titled Batman and Robin, and you could also stream this guy on HBO Max. Now, after this movie, Batman kind of went away for 20 years. Of course, there's a 1,000 animated series and spin-offs, but main feature film Batman movies went away for about 2 decades until Christopher Nolan came back on the scene, and that is what we all kind of know Batman as, at least for me, is through that trilogy. That trilogy was absolutely amazing. You got Batman Begins in 2005, you got The Dark Knight in 2008, and you also have The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight Rises in 2012. All those movies, Christian Bale was playing Batman. They all were fantastic, and you could stream all of them on HBO Max. Now, for the DC Multiverse films, now these are all over the place. Marvel was coming out with all these superhero movies, and DC was like, why not us? So it's a little all over the place, but you have Batman versus Superman: The Dawn of Justice, which was released in 2016. In this one, you have Batman being played by Ben Affleck. You also have Suicide Squad, which was released also in 2016. A few months later, Batman is also being played by Ben Affleck. And then lastly, you have the Justice League that was released in 2017. Jeez, is that long ago? I didn't realize it was that long ago. Justice League was released in 2017. Also, Batman being played by Ben Affleck. And for these 3 films, you can stream them all on HBO Max or Hulu. So depending on which streaming service you have, if you have HBO Max, you can essentially watch it all. Now, the new Batman, I want to say trilogy because they always make sequels, is going to be released March 4th, 2022, next year. Now, for this, there has been reports that is going to be released a month and a half after its original original theatrical release date. So it will be on HBO Max a month and a half after. So you will be able to stream it just a little bit later. All right, and that is it. Those are all the Batman movies and how to stream them. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to throw them in the comment section down below. If you liked this video and you saw a little value in it, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Peace.